Very much.
Yeah. Hello, how are you, friends? I greet you from Ireland. I greet you from being with John Kingerlee on the Beara Peninsula in the relatively recent past. I'm not an expert on art, but I'm privileged, I'm honoured to be here among fellow art lovers. I sense that that's where we're at. Some of you are experts, clearly, but more importantly, the true love of the thing, being an amateur, one who loves, and that's where I pin my colours. Kingerlee, I suspect, is a genius. I often wondered what it might be like to have walked in the shadow of Van Gogh or Gauguin, wondered what it may have been like to have shared space with them. And it was only when I got to meet John Kingerlee in the process of making this film about him that I sensed that I got the answer to that. And that answer is, I stood in awe of someone who was certainly different, someone who was certainly peaceful within himself, someone who was self-assured to the outside world, but was struggling from within to find his pathway in life. So Kingerlee has allowed me to know that it may have been close to heavenly, close to totally spiritual, to walk with these greats of the past. In Kingerlee, I think we have a great of the future. I look at this wonderful painting here. I see the whole theme of journeying. I see the boatman in the centre ground. I see the movement through it. I see the guardian out on the right-hand side of the picture, observing everything. I wonder about the heads looking out at me, and I muse whether the structure up and out is in some way reminiscent of the tree of life. It is typical of Kingerlee when he does a work like this, while the paint is still wet, he will invoke whatever power of the universe lies out there. He will take it and he will look at it and he will turn it. He will lift it and crash it onto the ground. I have seen him do this in his studio on the Beara Peninsula. And he will lift it again and see what nuances nature has added, what nuances the physical act of throwing it to the ground has created. Like the sculptor following the grains in the wood, he follows whatever nature has ginked the paint in whatever way, and he goes again. He stands there with palette knife, dear friends, and with stippling brush, and he hammers, leaves it and goes away, out into his bee-loud garden, where Mo, his wife, works with the creatures of nature, does the farming and does the gardening. And then off they go, at a certain point in the year, away to Spain and away to North Africa. This is a man of the world, a man of difference, a man who has made me a total enthusiast for his work. I'm privileged to know him, and I look forward to coming back next year for the premiere in Dallas of his John Kingerlee documentary, The Pilgrim.